आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
Gagane garaje me ghana barasha kule eka boshe achi nahi bharasha rashi rashi bhara bhara dhan kata holo sara.
Today we remember Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, who was born on the 7th of May 1861 in Kolkata. Rabindranath Tagore was the youngest son of Debendranath Tagore, a leader of the Brahmo Samaj.
Rabindranath exposed British rule by chronicling all adversities with British imperialism through poetry and literary works. Tagore wanted the struggle against British rule to be germinated from the grassroots of society rather than being confined to an elite section.
Paropare dekhi anka toru chhaya moshi makha gram khani meghe dhaka prabhat bela eparite choto khet ami akela.
During the partition of Bengal in 1905, Rabindranath provided active leadership to the Swadeshi Movement, advocating boycott of British goods and promotion of indigenous products.
Banglar Mati Banglar Jol Banglar Vayu Banglar Phol.
Rabindranath Tagore wrote the song Banglar Mati Banglar Jol to unite the Bengali population. He also wrote the song Amar Shonar Bangla, which was later adopted as the national anthem of Bangladesh.
Gurudev is also the writer of our national anthem, Jana Mana, which he wrote in 1911 to be sung at the Congress session in Kolkata.
Rabindranath Tagore brought glory to the country when he became the first Indian to win the Nobel Prize for our country in 1913 for his extraordinary work, Geetanjali.
In 1915, he was awarded a knighthood by the British Crown, which he denounced after the Jallianwala Bagh massacre as a sign of protest. In his repudiation letter to Viceroy Lord Chelmsford, Rabindranath wrote,
"The time has come when badges of honor make our shame glaring in the incongruous context of humiliation. And I, for my part, wish to stand, shorn of all special distinctions, by the side of those of my countrymen who, for their so-called insignificance, are liable to suffer degradation not fit for human beings."
The basic thrust of Tagore's approach to India's nationhood and freedom from British rule was his emphasis on social reform and the removal of gross inequities that India's society suffered from. Reforming education, therefore, became the cornerstone of his mission for society and nation building. To this end, Gurudev Rabindranath established the Vishwabharati University at Shantiniketan in 1921.
Amader Shantiniketan she je shob hote apon amader shob hote apon amader Shantiniketan.
The noble soul breathed his last on the 7th of August 1941 at Kolkata. All India Radio News pays tribute to the great noble soul.
Telugu veera levara Diksha bhumi sagara.
We also remember the freedom fighter Alluri Sitarama Raju. Alluri Sitarama Raju was born in 1897 in a village called Mogallu near Bhimavaram in Andhra Pradesh. He was inspired by the revolutionaries of Bengal to fight against the British government.
Alluri is remembered for leading the Rampa rebellion against the British in the early 1920s. The Madras Forest Act 1882 disrupted the lives of the tribal people. It barred them from engaging in their traditional agricultural activities. Alluri organized the tribal people of Visakhapatnam and East Godavari districts to revolt against the oppressive British regime.
Between the years 1922 and 1924, Alluri and his men stormed several police stations and killed many British officers and stole arms and ammunition for battle. The British were finally able to capture him. The barbaric British police tied him to a tree and shot him on the 7th of May, 1924.
The people honored him with the title Maniyam Virudu, which translates to Hero of the Jungles. 1986, India Post released a commemorative stamp in honor of Alluri Sitarama Raju. AIR News pays tribute to the brave son of the soil.
And that brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.